All right, guys, we're back out in the shop working on Buster. I'm not really going to time lapse a whole lot on this because it takes a lot of time, so I'm just going to give periodic updates. But when we left off last, we were working on the window channel, windshield channel, and I've fabricated a piece up, and I just kind of want to show you guys a little bit how we did that. So let's hop over here and take a look at it. All right, guys, here's what we came up with. You can see I bent these pieces in and kind of, got them to fit the contours and everything really nice. It's kind of an exact piece off of this. I use this as a little bit of a template, and I'll show you how I did that. I came over here to my sweet Harbor Freight bender. I think this is like a 36 inch or something. It's a small, cheap one. I cut my strips that I needed to match the size of this and the length, and they came out something like this. This was just a scrap piece that I cut off. It wasn't real straight of cuts, but we cut them up nevertheless, and then we put it in here, clamp it down, give it a good bend, slip it out, and there it is. And that's how we got our bends. And you can see over here the bends kind of match, pretty close. You just keep trying at it, and eventually you'll get what you need. So I bent these pieces up, and then we put them over here back on the car, and then we got them to fit. We ground all around the edges with our grinder until we got it to fit what we needed. And then in order to get the contour here like this, I took it on my hammer and dolly set, and you can use other things, blocks of wood, there's other things you can use, but this little dolly here was about the perfect thing I needed to be. And I just tapped it with my hammer, bing 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 bing, like that. And till we got what we needed, put it up here, formed it, did that to both of them, and then we welded it all up, and that's what you got. So from a piece of flat stock, we built this. And then we'll just take this, clean it up a little bit, make it fit a little better. We will shoot it with our weld through primer, and then we'll weld it all up into place up here. And we'll get some of this done, and we'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so after, I don't know, a couple hours of work here, we've got one side kind of roughed in. I still got a little bit of welding to do up here, but it's pretty smooth. Very little filler work, mainly just to fill the pinholes and stuff. But our trim that goes up there, I got the contour of that perfect, so it fits real nice. And I got the other side, the pieces just cut, and now I'm going to go ahead and weld them together and build that piece, finish cutting this stuff here, and weld it all up, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, we got kind of see here, I still got a little bit more welding and grinding and hammering to do, but it's really close. kind of get the idea here. This side fits real nice. Trim fits right back where it's supposed to. We'll take a look at the other side. Fits real nice, guys. If you think we did a good job on that repair, give us a like. If not, give us a dislike. Tell us why. I want to hear it in the comments. I still got a little bit more welding and filling to do. And then I'll come back and body work it with filler. And finish body working the sides. And hopefully when I come back, I'll have this thing, next time you guys see it, it will be ready for primer. Let's see how quick we can get it done. All right, guys, about, I don't know, 18 hours or so body work, 16 hours maybe. I didn't time lapse at all because that's boring. But we've got everything body worked in, smoothed off. We've got our sides all done. Everything's blocked out real nice and slick. It's looking good, guys. We are going to go ahead and start masking this up, and then go ahead and give it a coat of our 2K primer. Nice thick coat. Then we'll block all that out and be ready for paint. All right, guys, after, I don't know, an hour or hour and a half or so, we finally got everything all masked up. We've got our primer over in the shaker. That keeps us from having to stir anything. Cuts out all the hard work. But right now we're just going to run around, check all of our tape lines, and make sure none of our tape or paper peeled off. Make sure we didn't miss anything. We don't want any overspray in the car. The inside of the car is pretty much done, ready for the interior. So let's set the tripod up, and I will go ahead and do a little time lapse of me priming it. All right, guys, that's going to conclude our video for today. We got the Buster all-in primer. We've been working hard at it for about 4 or 5 days non-stop. Didn't really do a whole lot of time lapsing of it, but I did get the part in primer in time lapse. But up until then, it was pretty boring. Tons of tedious body work, lots of blocking, lots of mudding, tons of sanding. Let's go take a peek at this thing and check it out and see how the primer laid out. All right, guys, here's how it laid out. Got tons of blocking and tons of sanding to do, but everything looks really nice. Nice solid first coat. Everything looks nice and straight. Compared to what it was, guys, what do you think? I'm ready to see it in some paint. If you guys think we've done a good job getting it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd like for you guys to follow along for the rest of the build. We've got big plans for this one. It's going to be small block Ford, of course. Turbo. Big plans. We've already got everything to do it. We just got to get on the move. Thanks for watching, guys.